Even though there are many messaging applications today, email is still widely used in education, business, and professional communication. I'm joined by my partner, who will be our guest speaker today. How are you?
Hello everyone, thank you for inviting me. I'm doing very well and I'm excited to talk about this interesting topic.
That's wonderful. Let's begin with the basic question. What exactly is email?
Email stands for Alternate Mail. It is a system that allows people to send and receive messages through the internet. Besides sending text message, email also allows users to send documents, photos, videos, and many other types of files. Nowadays, almost everyone has an email account because it is needed for studying, working, shopping online, and even creating social media account.
I completely agree. Email has become part of our daily life. In your opinion, why is email still important when people can communicate instantly using applications like WhatsApp and Telegram?
That's a great question. Although instant messaging applications are faster for casual conversation, email is considered more formal and professional. For example, universities send official announcements through email. Companies also communicate with employees, customers, and job applications using email. Because of that, email is still used for important communication.
That's true. I usually receive information from my university through email, especially announcements about assessment and academic activities. Besides formal communication, what are the biggest advantages of using email?
There are several advantages. First, email is very fast because message can be delivered within seconds. Second, users can send large files such as reports, presentation, or videos. Third, email keeps a record of every conversation, so users can easily find previous messages whenever they need them. Another advantage is that email can be accessed from different devices such as laptop, smartphone, and tablet. This makes communication much easier.
Those are excellent points. I also like that email allows us to organize messages to folders, making it easier to manage important information. However, every technology has disadvantages. Can you explain some disadvantages of email?
Of course, one common problem is spam emails. Sometimes users receive advertisements or unwanted messages every day. Another problem is phishing. Phishing happens when criminals send fake emails pretending to be banks, universities, or companies to steal personal information such as password. Some users also receive virus from email attachment if they are not careful.
That sounds very dangerous. So, what should people do to stay safe while using emails?
There are several things we can do. First, never click suspicious link from unknown senders. Second, always check the sender's email address carefully. Third, create strong password using letter numbers and symbols. Finally, enable two-factor authentication to increase account security. This simple step can protect users from crime.
Those are very useful tips. Now, let's talk about students. How does email help university students in their academic activities?
Email is very helpful for students. Students use email to communicate with lecturers, submit assessment, receive exam schedule, register for seminars, and join academic organizations. Many scholarships also require application to communicate through email. Learning how to write professional email is an important skill because students will use it throughout their education and future careers.
That's absolutely right. Actually, I think writing a polite email is also part of good communication skill. For example, Students should read the lecture politely, explain the purpose of the email clearly, and close the message respectfully.
Exactly. A well-written email creates a positive impression. It shows that the sender is respectful, concise, and professional. This communication skill will be even valuable when students apply for internship or job in the future.
Speaking of jobs, many companies communicate through email during the recruitment process. Can you explain why email is important for job seekers?
Certainly, when applying for a job, applicants usually send their CV, cover letter, and portfolio through email. Companies also use email to invite candidates for interview or inform them about recruitment results. If someone does not know how to use email properly, they may miss important opportunities. That's why everyone should learn how to communicate professionally through email.
That's very good explanation. Now, I'd like to ask about the future. Some people think email will disappear because social media and instant messaging are becoming more popular. What do you think?
Personally, I don't think email will disappear. Technology continue to develop, but email still has an important role in professional communication. School, universities, business, hospital, and government institutions continue to rely on email because it is reliable, secure, and formal. Maybe the design and features will improve, but I believe email will remain an essential communication tool for many years.
I agree with your opinion. Email might not be the fastest way to communicate, but is definitely one of the most trusted methods for official communication. Before we finish this topic, could you summarize the main points of our discussion today?
Of course, today we learned that email is a fast, practical, and professional communication tool. It allows people to send message and call easily. Although email has some disadvantages such as spam and phishing, user can stay safe by following good security practice. Overall, email continue to play an important role in education, business, and everyday life.
Thank you for thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and opinions. I really enjoyed our discussion, and I hope our listeners learned something useful about email today.
Thank you. It was my pleasure to be here.
Let's continue with our second topic after this short break.
Hello, welcome back to our podcast. For our second topic, we will discuss artificial intelligence, commonly known as AI. AI has become one of the most talked about technologies today. Thank you for joining me again.
Thank you. I'm very happy to discuss this interesting topic.
Let's begin with the basic. What is artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence is technology that enables machine and computer to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. These tasks include learning, problem solving, discussion making, and understanding language.
That's clear explanation. Can you give some example AI that people use every day?
Of course, examples include virtual assistant like Siri and Google Assistant, recommendation system on YouTube and Netflix, navigation application, and chatbot used for customer service.
I think many people use AI without realizing it.
Exactly, AI become a part of our daily life.
How does AI help students in education?
AI can help students find information more quickly, improve learning experience, and increase productivity. For example, Students can use AI-powered tools and practice language, organize schedule, and understanding difficult concepts.
That sounds very helpful. However, some people worry about AI. What are the concerns related to AI?
There are several concerns. One issue is privacy because AI systems often collect large amounts of data. Another concern is that some jobs may be replaced by automation. There is also the risk of misinformation if AI-generated content is not verified.
Those are important point. Do you think students should use AI?
Yes, but responsibly. AI should be used as a learning tool, not as a replacement for critical thinking. Students should still develop their own understanding and skills.
I agree. AI can support learning, but students should not depend on it completely.
That's right. Technology should assist us, not replace our creativity and knowledge.
How do you think the future of AI will look like?
I think AI will continue to grow and become more advanced. It will play a bigger role in healthcare, education, transportation, and business. However, society must ensure that AI is developed and used ethically.
That's a very balanced perspective. AI offers many opportunities, but it also requires responsibility.
Absolutely. If used wisely, AI can improve people's lives and help solve many problems.
Thank you for sharing your insight about artificial intelligence.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure discussing this topic.
And thank you to everyone who listened to our podcast today. We hope you learned something new about email and artificial intelligence.
Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.
Goodbye. See you again.